Hi guys, welcome back to Newbie Friday, where we're doing Dota right now. We just got back from a break where we were actually getting into a game. We're doing a melee versus ranged. It's going to be Storm Spirit, which Blitz will be teaching me, against a Night Stalker. Now, why this is so important is because how you lane mid, or excuse me, well, especially mid, but range versus range and range versus melee is very, very different. When you're range versus melee, I assume what you want to be doing is just, what you want to be doing is just harassing as much as possible.
Yeah, so the large difference in this lane is if you saw me using my Remnant, I used it on the melee creeps, and I actually didn't get into the center of the creeps, and then I would attack the range creep and lower it that way. So I could only get efficiency out of 1 or 2, but against a melee hero, I play really abusively. What I'm going to do actually is every time I use my Remnant, I'm going to walk into the center of the creeps, and what that does is it creates like a barrier where you can't deny or harass, or you get hit by 140 damage nuke for 70 mana. And on top of that, it forces you out.
Is it really 140?
Like yeah, it's 140 damage.
Holy moly, that's
for
so much.
a cost of 70, and it's 260 radius, so it's quite large.
Yeah, that's that's probably, well, the whole range of the creeps.
Yeah,
you can't really do much.
The battle begins.
Okay.
No, right? Like if you go.
I don't actually know what the range creep range is.
No, not the range creeps. The whole range of the creeps.
Yeah. Okay. So get a good block. It's not as important for against a hero like Queen of Pain. It's really pivotal that you get a really good block off. So here's the thing. What you're gonna want to do is just right-click creeps, get safe farm and stuff like that. I'm gonna do everything I can to prevent that. So you want that creep? I'm gonna make you nuke for it. I get into the center. This one's being hit.
Your build is still the same?
Yeah, it doesn't change whatsoever.
Okay.
I get the first 3. And do you see how I just lay the Remnant and I know it's going to kill, and I'm pushing forward at all times. With a hero like Storm, I don't actually run too much against a melee hero just because I know I have pretty large... I don't want to get nuked by your tower though, so I'm going to hit this one that's kind of low already. And I'm in tower range, but...
Gotcha. Yeah, you're playing super, almost aggressive, I want to say.
Yeah, I am. So, and then I'll just back off here a little bit. And every time the creep wave comes anywhere in the middle, then I'm just going to Remnant into the center of it. To force you out, it makes it difficult for you to CS without actually using your nuke. So do you see how I'm just going for the range creep straight away? So that when I cast it in the middle, well, I messed that up.
No, I understand. It was just one auto attack more than
God, you do so much. You just have to lay it down preemptively too. That time I got really greedy, but I can lay it down preemptively because the damage applies like half a second after.
I see.
So what's your CS right now?
4.
Okay, so I'm at 9, and you see the timing right now?
Yes.
154, right?
Now, is there anything I could do to like silence you beforehand, or?
I guess, but it's not meant. Again, like I wouldn't do that because it's just not very efficient for you.
Yeah, it's so much
I'll hit
mana.
that out. Check the rune. Sweet. And then you just rinse and repeat, pretty much.
Okay.
I'm never gonna be able to kill you, but that's not really the point. I'm just making it
Yeah,
difficult
you're
for you to
winning
CS. Yeah. And then that's all I really aspire to do in a lane like this. And you can also use your Remnant to CS and harass as well, but just make sure that you're not making it into a range where you can't get the last hit.
Oh, I see.
And I'll just run preemptively. So my harass is kind of like, I do it like, there's like a really specific motion to it. So when the lane, I get into the center of this, I hit the range creep again.
How many times does it take to kill a range?
I think you need about 2 hits, one from the overload. And I'm pushing up, right, because I have the advantage. I have a creep wave. You can't actually fight me in this. Alright, you're going to cast silence on me, I guess. But I have a regenerate, so I don't really care about this. And then once the creep wave is about to die, once there's about 2 creeps left, then I start running, because I don't want to get...
Okay.
I don't want to get nuked
and
in
already
range.
I know you have like a gigantic advantage. Like
so I have a
can't
full
even
set of bottle, and you have to actually run back
exactly.
or bottle crow.
Like I can't even do anything. I feel so helpless in this position. And like I didn't play it terribly, right? Like I
No.
tried to be aggressive. I tried to push you off lane as much as possible. I just couldn't.
Yeah.
I just felt terrible.
So that's the difference between playing
Yeah.
against a melee.
And
And Night Stalker is actually one of the better ones against Storm because you have a lot of HP, you have a really cost-efficient nuke, and your base damage is horrendously large. But
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, let's go ahead and get into a real game. Thank you for going over melee.
no problem.
And
It's actually important to learn. So
Yeah,
because it
yeah.
is a really big stylistic difference.
And I'm not going to let you get first blood on me. Dude, I should have had first blood with that Queen of Pain.
You know what? There was a thing when I was going back, and my hero just stuttered, and I was like, "Well, I'm dead."
I was like 4 mana off. It was ridiculous.
Was it?
I was so sad. I should have gotten one more Ironwood Branch.
The 4 Ironwood branch build. There's actually a build that Brax from LGDN told me about once that Ferrari goes, which is you go 1 circlet, 4 Ironwood branches, and 2 salves, I think. And then you just like run past people and right click them like crazy. And that's
Sounds
the entire
crazy.
build. Yeah, you just even if the creeps are hitting you, you're trading more cost efficiently because of dagger. And then you just force them out of the wave, and then from there on, they can't get anything. Especially if they go the build that I went, which is really greedy. I can't trade.
Yeah, because
with
you have no
anything, yeah.
regen.
And then he can just keep creep equilibrium into the center of the lane.
So would a good way to counter you be just get loads and loads of regen?
With a hero like Queen of Pain, yeah, because I can't cost efficiently trade with you.
What
With-
about Night Stalker?
With a hero like Night Stalker, I don't think it's worth it because I can't actually kill you as long as you're conscious of where I place the remnant and when I'm going to do it roughly. The way that it's really easy to check is, did you see how I would hit the range creep once or twice and then I would
Yes.
remnant? And that way I would get the melee creep and the range creep, force you out, right, where you couldn't CS as well. Then you know that's where the remnant comes in, and then from there on you can go in and CS and stuff like that because there's
Okay.
a cooldown. But it's not worth it for you to actually get a ton of regen because
Yeah.
you're not going
I'm never going to kill you.
Yeah. It'll just be, you'll take too much damage running into Remnant.
Or even if I get in a position where I'm like laning you out of, or zoning you out of the lane,
Yeah.
you're just going to auto attack me, so
Yeah.
I can't like chase into a tower.
So
ever.
getting, the way to abuse Storm is either pick Queen of Pain, get a ton of regen, and just right-click me from the get-go.
Okay.
Sit on top of my cliff, and then just right-click me.
Is that true for like any
Range hero?
Range hero?
Um,
To outlane your build in the beginning.
Queen of Pain is the best for it.
Yeah. What if I did like Death Prophet?
Death Prophet, it would be okay, but your nuke costs so much mana, and it actually doesn't do as much. The reason why Queen of Pain works is because the dagger slows so much, and it keeps doing damage. So, and you also can't bottle through it very efficiently.
Yeah.
So that's why
Right.
Queen of Pain is just the ultimate, I'll one-on-one lane you.
Very cool. All right, why don't we take another 1 minute break? We are actually queuing, so I'm going to be looking over Blitz's shoulder to see what's going on. And hopefully we'll get into the game by the time we're back. So, catch you then.